We've hit this home stretch of the election season. Only a handful of days left for the candidates to get their messages out to voters.
In our region, the race for Vermont Lieutenant Governor is set to be the closest statewide election, and it's drawing the attention of many people. NBC5's Stephen Biddick spoke with both candidates today and has more on their final message. Stephen.
Yes, listen, Brian, Republican candidate John Rogers, a former Democrat, is continuing to harp on affordability issues in the state and improving the trade's workforce shortage to help with housing. While incumbent David Zuckerman says he'll continue to push a progressive-style tax structure, aiming to have the wealthier dish out more to help lower-class Vermonters.
I think everybody saw that this was the statewide race to watch.
Most reasonable observers would say the lieutenant governor's race is going to be the closest out of the bunch.
While expected to be the closest of any statewide election, both major parties confident in their lieutenant governor nominees.
Lieutenant Governor Zuckerman's been a pretty solid public representative over his decade plus of service. So I think while that one might be closer, I don't know that it's necessarily going to be close.
John Rogers has the endorsement of the last three governors, and David Zuckerman is likely to be the first incumbent to lose in Vermont since Peter Smith lost in 1992.
Republican John Rogers receiving the endorsement of former Republican and Democratic Vermont governors this week. He says speaks to how he can work with all sides of the aisle. And even though he's switched parties, that he's never been a very partisan person, and the Democratic Party has gone too progressive.
It's all about affordability. It's about fixing the broken system, which is education and education funding. It's about making sure young people have access to trades and apprenticeship training, public safety.
Emphasizing the need to improve the trades workforce, which he says will lead to lowering the state's aging demographic issues. For incumbent David Zuckerman, his focus is continuing to push a progressive tax structure and imposing a new 3% tax on those making over $500,000 to help spur housing development.
One is make the income sensitivity apply to everybody, so wealthier people will actually pay the same percent of their income. Right now, they often pay a lower percentage than folks who get the adjustment. I'm also very interested in looking at our second homeowner population. I think those that own a second home can afford to make it a little bit more possible for people to have a first home.
Both candidates also say they know it's going to be tight, but each feeling good about their chances along with their state party heads. And if you still have a ballot, it's best to drop it off at a drop box, and you are not urged to mail it at this point. And you can also still visit your local clerk's office if you would like to register to vote. Live in the studio this evening, Stephen Biddick, NBC5 News.